Oh, we're on YouTube. Why am I looking at Hangouts then?
Well, because we're in Hangouts. We're hosting it in Hangouts, but it's being broadcast to YouTube, so that's where the chat is.
All right. RJ's, what is it? RJ's Hustle? What's it called?
RJ Hustles.
RJ Hustles.
RJ Martinez.
Let me go find him. I want to see the chat. I want to see what's coming on. There we go. There we go. RJ Martinez. That's a different RJ Martinez. There's another RJ Martinez. He only has like 7 though.
It's probably the old me.
Who is that? The old guy?
That's the old me.
Why can't I find you? RJ. Hold on a second.
Hold on,
put the link in
there.
There you go. I got you.
Yeah, as I said,
Real talk. All right, real talk. I got it. That's the old you.
That was when I used to play video games all the time. I'm a G in that too.
No. All right.
You can talk to Anthony's son. He's got a gamer channel.
Yeah, man. Dude Gamer Dario.
Right. Let's get a shout out for Dude Gamer Dario. We subscribe.
Yeah.
I haven't played video games in a long time though.
I don't play either, man. I got the Sony VR for my kids. You ever tried a VR?
No.
The one with the headset and all that?
Yeah, I got that for the kids. It's insane, but I get fucking dizzy. Like I put it on after like 3 minutes. I feel like an old man. I'm like, this is too much.
Right.
You got to see my kids playing that shit because they put it on and then they're like looking up and down, they're crawling around the floor, and it looks so funny. I got to record it and put it on YouTube.
Yo, everybody's coming in. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us tonight. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up and go ahead and share this video, please. Get everybody in here. Get this rocking.
How do you share the video on YouTube? You could share it?
Yeah, right there, right below the thumbs up.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
right beside it, right there.
Let me share this right now. We need to share. We're going to share this with the big group right now. Merch by Amazon. Come join us.
It only works if you
all right. That's going now to the big ass group. They got like 60,000 people in there, man.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, now it's going to go into my group. All right, we should get some peoples here. Come join us, motherfuckers. No.
Oh, man.
Let's make sure we start this off with the parental advisory. Like, if you have kids, earmuffs.
Yeah. Kids can't watch this.
If you have kids. Did you guys see that Gary V tweet he put out today?
No. I've been off.
So Gary V put out a tweet on. I don't watch Twitter, but someone in our group said, "Hey, check this out." So Gary V tweeted. He said, "Hey, if anybody out there is doing over $1 million in an Amazon business, I want to hear from you. I'm about to change shit." I was like, "All right, that's it." So I took a screenshot of my Amazon FBA business. We did like 2.2 last year, and I shot a video like right as soon as he a video with Junior. I was cursing on the video, and I shot it, and I emailed it right over to Gary V, a video with a link to our YouTube and a screenshot of our Amazon office. I'm like, we're from fucking Jersey, so I better be the one that you call out on this. Right. We'll see what happens. Because he's a Jersey guy.
Yeah, I saw you post something about that. It was something about like Facebook ads or something else. Like, if you're doing so much in Facebook ads or doing over $1 million in Amazon.
Yeah, something like that. He posted. So I shot him the video right away. We'll see if he responds. Please no mention of Gary V. I hate that guy. Why?
Yazid, man.
He's legit. He's legit. I think he's cool.
I think Gary's awesome. How come you don't like him, Yazid? You got the Marcella on? What do you got? What shirt you got on there, RJ?
I got the dabbing unicorn.
Oh, is that the top seller?
Nah. I ordered there's just a test shirt, and I put it on my Shopify store, and I'm using Custom Cat, and the shirt was actually delivered just in the actual packaging. Like, I didn't have no wrap around the shirt or nothing, so I didn't like that too much. So just testing out a lot of stuff. I got the other shirt. I don't know if you guys were on the live today, but I got the new shirt.
Yeah, you got the pug shirt or whatever it was.
Yeah, the pug.
It's the new Port.
And, the Port Company.
Let me grab it. It's right here. I'll grab it. I'll show you. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think the quality's a little better. Here it is, right here. You can see the tag.
The tag. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys see the tag?
Right.
Not much of a. I mean, the quality seems A little better. I don't know if it's that much better, but I mean, if there's any improvement that we could ask for, the improvement would be to not run out of fucking stock, right?
That and also the fit too, right? Have it actually have like a fairly normal fit.
Yeah,
or at least
okay.
a fit for fat Americans.
I mean, it's still got that stank ass vinegar smell. That ain't gonna go.
Nice, wonderful.
Yeah. All right, so let's you got your 7 days up, or what are we doing? What are we doing? It's the last 7 days.
We can start with that. I got to pull mine up.
Yeah, John. What's up, John? Yeah, it is a tearaway tag. Let's see. Yeah, it fucking tore away already. That's it.
It is now.
It is now. Bye-bye. I got so many shirts that I don't know if you guys do, but a lot of people hit me up from the group and said, "Hey man, can I send you a shirt? Can I send you a shirt? I got to buy myself at a 10 tier. Can I mail it to you? I'll give it to you." I'm like, okay. Sure. So people have been sending me shirts, and I got like fucking 200 shirts now in boxes, Amazon boxes. I'm like, what do I do with all these shirts?
What's that? Hey, John had a great idea. Like, honestly, like John was talking to a guy that was out of the States and was looking to buy himself out or whatever. And he's like, PayPal me the money. I'll buy them and I'll go give them to homeless people in Detroit.
Well, we were going to do it. I'm glad you just said that. So I talked to my wife about it. I said, you know what? Because she's been wanting to do something with the kids. I'm by New York City. New York City's 10 minutes away from here. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Let's just go to New York City with the boys. My boys are 9 and 7. You met them. And, let's go walk around when it's nice out and we'll just go hand them out to homeless people. And we're teaching them the right thing to do. So I think we're going to just load up my truck and just go hand them out. And I'll shoot some videos with it too. And I think it'd be good for the kids to see that, you know? What else am I going to do with them? I don't really.
Yeah, exactly. And they're sitting in boxes right now. Give them to somebody that needs them.
Yeah, why not, right?
That's cool. That would be good for sure.
Hey, by the way, speaking of the homeless thing, did you guys see that video that Chris Green posted about that guy who went to see if Amazon Prime would deliver to homeless people? Did you watch that video?
No.
Dude, it was actually pretty sick. So this guy walked around and said, let's see if Amazon Prime will deliver to homeless people. So he went and found a homeless person. Like he did it to like 5 different homeless people and said, "Hey, sir, how are you?" He's like, what do you need? You need a shirt? You need underwear? He's like, "Oh man, I can use some long johns." He's like, "All right." So he took the address that the guy was sleeping by, where the guy like posts up his cardboard and shit. Okay. Took that address, ordered on Amazon Prime, and said to be delivered to Russell, the homeless guy, in the notes on the corner by this address. And then they recorded on video, and Amazon actually went and delivered it to the homeless guys. "Hey, are you Russ? Yeah, here you go. This is for you." And they actually went and delivered it to the homeless guys. But it was Chris Green shared it a while ago. It was a really, really cool video.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got to watch that. Go back and watch that. That seems pretty legit. Yeah. So okay, let's step into the last 7 days. 345 shirts sold, and the royalties are at 1,565.
Nice.
Oh shit, RJ's popping off. We're at 141 and 646 and $70. Things are definitely picking up now that we're in February.
Yeah, our shit. And let me tell you right now, I didn't know we were doing this, but hold on, let me refresh. See if I got one more in there. 92 for 471 right now. I just started getting sales again the last 4 fucking days, man. It's been hard coming out of the freeze, and now I'm just like, we're at 14 today, 20 yesterday. It's starting to now come a little bit, you know what I mean? But not near where it should be though.
Now, are you seeing your? I know you guys run a lot of sponsored product ads right now. You kind of restarted up all your stuff, right? Are you seeing those start to pick up a little bit too? Because I've definitely noticed the sponsored product ads, like they don't seem to convert as well as they were before the freeze.
Yeah, you know what? I got this one guy who he blames us. He's like, you guys fucked it up for everybody. You, RJ. He's like, no one knew about AMS. You started telling everybody. Now we're spending too much money. The bids are high. You fucked everything up. He always yells at me. You know, he's like, why do you gotta tell everybody everything all the time for? You gotta keep things a secret. I'm like, nah, it's not like that. But yeah, you know what? I am seeing sales. I've been up in bids though, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I mean, when I first started doing it before the freeze, I was getting impressions for 10 cents, 15 cents. Now it's like 25 cents, 30, 35, 40. I see myself hiking. But at the same time, I think it's so important to get that first sale on the shirt, no matter what, just to get it that BSR. And you know what I mean? So I'm going to be willing to lose a little bit in the beginning just to make sure that shirt's going to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I see eventually what we're going to have is something similar to, FBA and private label, right? Like when you launch, you run at a negative ROI for a while to get your shirt to actually rank between giveaways, sponsored product ads, everything else. Like that's what's going to happen eventually at some point. It just makes sense. It's the way the Amazon works.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that like that the freeze, my gut really tells me that the freeze really fucked up the old evergreen shirts that all of us were selling, because I keep looking at my stats from the last fourth quarter of last year, even before December, like, September, October, and like all those evergreen shirts that I was selling a couple a week, they're not selling at all anymore. And I look for the keywords and they're buried. I don't know what happened, but I think that really mangled, it mangled all our shirts that got those previous sales that should have been continuing to get us sales. And I've talked to a lot of people in the higher tiers about it too, and everybody's experiencing the same shit.
Well, my number one shirt from last year, it actually made 5 sales today. And remember, it's stuck at $14.99. I can't even bump up the price on it.
It's still processing?
Yeah, it's still no, it won't let me bump up the price on it. But it's still making sales. It's still, there's a glitch. It says 256 characters and like the first bullet point, but there's not even 256 bullet points. I mean, 256 characters in the first bullet point. I delete it all and leave it blank, or I just put in a couple words and to see if will let me process it, and it says the same thing. It's a glitch. I'm not sure why, but
yeah, I mean, I've got one stuff. Go ahead, Anthony.
Merch Maniac right there, whoever that is making a good point right there. That's what I've been doing. So like he's saying, the only way to get them back up is for me to do paid AMS. So I'm going through and looking at all the sales I previously did on all the old evergreens. And I made sure I have AMS ads on all those shirts that used to make sales. And to me, I was thinking the same thing. Like the only way to get those shirts moving again is to get a couple sales on them again, or they're never going to get organic sales again. They're going to just stay there buried. Yeah,
for sure. And I honestly, like right now, like for my sales for the day, I'm at 53 shirts already for the day. Yesterday I did 60. Today, I don't know, it's a lot of, there's evergreen in there, but then there's a lot of trending shirts too as well. So, and I have everything under one brand. So I'm not sure if that's helping though too.
That's good. You got it all under one brand?
Yeah, everything that I make a sell on is going under one brand.
Yeah, we got a significant amount of stuff under one brand, but I mean it's all across the board for us, right? Like I've been testing stuff with out of different brands, especially with like holiday trending stuff, just trying to get a little extra bump, just with the SEO, just by having stuff in the brand names, and it's just kind of across the board for us for selling. I've definitely noticed like our evergreen stuff that was selling really well last year. What I've also done is I've kind of dropped the price back down on them a little bit, just trying to get people to notice it, go after them also. Especially, I mean, like I have a shirt that has like 3 or 4 reviews and it's not selling right now. And it used to sell 1 a day, every single day.
You know what's crazy about this business is that there still is no formula.
Yep.
Right? That when you look at everybody who's making sales and people are doing well, everybody's doing something different. Who says no, don't do that, just do the brands by category? Who does only one brand? Who does a different brand for every shirt? Who doesn't do this? Who does AMS? Who does organic only? Like there's just so many different methods that, and maybe that's because Amazon's changing all the time and changing the way they display and rotate an algorithm, but there's no proven exact formula. It's kind of just whatever you figure out for yourself that works and just do more of it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. Like, honestly, I think the lower price, start low, get that first sell in, and then raise the price up. That's always worked for me.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And yeah. And I'm not going to say that no, because look at my number one shirt right now selling like 15 to 20 times a day. And I started off with $12.99 and then I raised it up to $19.99 and it's just taken off.
That's good. That's good. You starting them all at $12.99?
All the standards are going to $12.99.
Yeah, I like the strategy. I think it's important to get that first sale. You know what I mean? And just get it moving, get a little action on it. I just feel like stale is no good.
Yeah, I mean, I actually play around with it a little bit too, just off of some of what Neil said. Just trying to vary my titles and brand names and other things. And then what I also do is I vary my price points at the beginning too. So like I'll start something at like $12.87, which is the absolute bottom you can start it at. And then like the other variations that I'll put up, I'll have it at like $12.88, $12.97, $12.99, just so they're all different price points.
That's good. That's good. Change, different.
Yeah, and I don't know, just it's crazy how that works, but I think it works pretty well.
Yeah.
Just starting off low, then going high, and I leave my premiums at $19.99, but then I've been bumping them up to $22.99. After last week we interviewed Young, and he's all $22.99, and then I've been selling them at $22.99. So, or 23, was it 23 or something like that?
What do you guys think about the other products so far?
The sweatshirts, hoodies, and long sleeves.
Yeah.
The long sleeves I know did really, really well for people that had them up in December that actually like uploaded to them. We had a couple up that sold okay, but I know people that like Matt Carlett said he had a bunch on long sleeve and they crushed. Sweatshirts and hoodies I'm pretty ambivalent about. Like we've probably sold a grand total of maybe 20 since we got them, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think so.
See, what I did was I took all our stuff that sold. You know, this is probably naturally what people would do, right? That you take what sold and you figure I'll put it on long sleeve sweatshirts and hoodies and do all that. And I did that, and I saw very, results weren't that good. I mean, some sales came in, but nothing crazy. And then, I've been reading a lot about, S&E's newsletter and how he really feels that hoodies, long sleeve sweatshirts each have to have their own keyword strategy. Then when I read his newsletter, he has different keywords, and it's like when he writes out his niche ideas. I don't know if you guys read the newsletter, but it's really good. So he does t-shirt keyword ideas, sweatshirt keyword ideas, hoodie keyword ideas, and they're all different. It's not like he says niche keyword idea, do this and do them in all types. He has his t-shirt ideas, sweatshirt keyword ideas, hoodie, all different.
Right.
So I'm thinking that is a better strategy. Like if someone's looking for a hoodie, you're going to have to do some keyword research and look for the search terms that have the word hoodie in it. Look for the search terms that have sweatshirt in it and use those as your main search terms, not just throw your sellers on the other, on the other products. I'm thinking that, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do 100%, but the more I read and the more I comprehend that, I think that's smarter.
Yeah. I think, well, with my with my police niche, like I'm in the police officer niche, I threw all my stuff on hoodies, and I sold 2 hoodies already so far. Just the basic long tail keyword, and then just the word hoodie after it instead of shirt, and I've been making sales on that. So I think you got to go more of evergreen. Like this person's gonna wear this sweater for all year round. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna wear it just one time, just once for the month. He's gonna wear it all year round. So
are you using police badges on the shirts?
No.
No badges.
Don't be asking weird questions.
Can you use NYPD? Can you use LAPD?
No, I'm not even doing that.
No comment.
Pops up in the chat here.
Well, it was funny. I was just talking about this with Matt a little while ago. That's why I was doing a set of shirts, and I had this badge, and I'm like, I don't know if this is right or wrong. Can I use the fucking badge?
Yeah.
Like Kristen, no.
I'm doing $47.99 on my hoodies. That's the starting price, $47.99, and I sold a few of them already. So
yeah, I started experimenting the same way that we do with t-shirts, right? Like I dropped it down to the minimum price, and we had one that sold like the next day. So I just think it's just test. But the pricing, I mean, honestly, like the pricing on hoodies and sweatshirts is a little whack. Like it's really high for what they are.
These, I really feel like the hoodies and sweatshirts, I really think they're too high priced.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're not hooking us up.
Yeah, I mean, like I know their royalties are really fat on those too. You know what I mean? Like the money that they're taking off those is gigantic. Because you can look at what the price that you pay on, Spreadshirt or Teespring or whatever, and what you can charge and make on royalties there versus what we are. Amazon's trying to take a nice fat chunk out of it. I think it's the wrong idea.
I mean, look, when it comes to t-shirts, and this is just me, I pay a lot of money for, I don't like the Amazon t-shirts. I wouldn't wear those. I pay a lot of money for shirts. Like John Barbados shirt, I'll pay $50 for a nice t-shirt, no problem. I find designer hoodies for like $50.
Mm-hmm.
Designer hoodies, like John Barbados shit. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about Amazon third-party designed hoodies. That's direct to garment. The quality's like so, and there's no, it shouldn't be that much.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one last week. We ordered one for a friend of ours and gave it to him as a gift. And I mean, they're nice, like the soft on the inside, like the pull strings are nice, everything else, but it's still a basic fucking hoodie.
It's a basic hoodie. We ordered one too. I got it. I made Kevin put it on, and I was like, I don't know. It's nothing special.
He made Kevin put it on.
Yeah, because it was a girl. It was like
Kevin, you're putting this on.
It was like a girly design. I made him wear it. Oh, I love it.
Speaking of Kevin, he's in the Philippines right now, right? Is he vacationing there, or is he working?
He's doing Malaysia, Philippines, and one of those other countries in between. I don't know. He's doing like 3 countries over 14 days. Him, his wife, his mother-in-law, father-in-law, and his 2 little kids who are like 2 and 3.
Damn.
Which is crazy to me that he traveled. Like when you go on the plane and you're traveling and you got those kids on the plane that are crying, and you don't want to be a dick and say nothing because they're kids, and you have kids too, and you kind of understand, but it's still fucking annoying the kids crying. He's that guy. That's him. He's the guy who brings the kids on the plane that keep everybody up for 8 hours. You know what I mean? And then he'll get like mad. He'll get mad when the one guy says something. Like he'll get mad. Hey, that's Kevin. That's what he is.
Oh man. Yeah, who sent me that? I think it was Young. Was it Young? He's like, Anthony's always picking on Jacob, huh? I mean, Anthony's always picking on Kevin. Huh? Yeah.
It's all
Thanks,
good
Jacob,
fun. I love the kid.
Yeah.
And listen, I'll be the first one to admit it though. If I didn't have him as a business partner, we would not be doing what we're doing with FBA right now. We wouldn't, he's a complete opposite of me, and that's why we complement each other. I'm nuts out of my mind, wild guy. He's like systems, processes, very, very smart, introvert guy, and it just works well. In the beginning, it didn't. We used to fight like you wouldn't believe, bro. In the beginning, it took me a long time to figure out how to get along with a guy like that. Because a guy like that, normally, when I grew up, I would never hang out with a guy like that.
Right.
We would just argue all the time. It took a long time to figure out how to work together, and now it works extremely well, thank God. And he takes the ball busting like a champ too, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to when we were talking about Gary Vee at the beginning of the show, that's one of the things that Gary really hammers on too, right? Like, don't worry about like focusing on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. You know what I mean? So like your strengths may not necessarily be the same thing that Kevin's are, but because he has opposite strengths of you, his strengths that complement what you do, it works so much better. And I think it's the same thing in merch, right? Like people that are focusing on like improving their ability as a designer or all that stuff, like you need to think about what are you really good at? Like, are you good at figuring out like how to do listings, keywords, everything else? Maybe focus on that and then, outsource the designer portion of it, because it's going to take you a long time to be able to do that stuff.
Long time, dude. Listen, I don't know shit about designs, man. I'm the last guy that should be trying to critique designs. Like I know what I'm not good at, and and I know what I'm good at. And he pushes me more into this, into doing more of this, and doing talking and content and trying to build the community. And that's what I like to do. I excel good at this. And I'm not going to even try to learn how to make designs. People say, well, I think you should really learn how to at least, use Photoshop. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing it ever. There's no reason for me because I'm never going to do it anyway. I'm like, why am I going to? I don't want to learn a new skill set. I got enough skill sets. I'm 41. I had enough.
Yeah, for sure. So say what's up, my pops.
Hey,
good evening, fellow Americans.
Mr. Martinez, what's up?
You guys carry on. You guys are awesome.
You got to bring him to New Jersey over here. I got to make him a nice espresso. He looks like right now I give him a nice espresso. He would enjoy it.
Yeah, all right. Then we'll be at the bar until 3 o'clock in the morning.
And remember this, everybody. Kyrie said it best. If you're doing cryptocurrency, you got to use the strategy Kevin uses. You buy high, sell low. It's the easiest strategy to execute. It works every time. It's called buy high, sell low. Everybody can do it. You should all just try it. It's great.
Oh man. Hey, what happened? I remember you called me in the morning, or you hit me up in the morning about Etsy. How's that going for you?
You know what? Actually, I was on it today. I'm trying that strategy. And what RJ's talking about is, I had the promoted ads on. I don't know. I had all 300 listings I had, and it just like was sputtering sales here and there. But when I looked at the last 30 days, I saw that out of 46 sales, 12 or 14 all came from one design spread over a couple different products, mugs, tank tops, t-shirts. I was like, if this is the one that's popping, I'm like, and I'm putting a $20 budget on, and Etsy's trying to spread it out across 300 listings as I see the impressions. I'm like, why don't I just try to have them use that whole budget on just those products, with that design and see if I can start getting multiple sales a day just with that alone. I tried it. It's been on 7 days, I think, RJ, since we talked. And so far, to be honest with you, it's the same shit. It's $20.
Yeah.
I'm like break even still, same thing as if I had them on the wall and I have it on some. It's the same shit. So I have no idea what they're doing with those promoted listings, but Etsy just is not working that well for me right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember we sat next to each other at the conference, and you actually showed me your design. You're like, "Here, check it out," and I was like, "Okay." Now, I'll show you my designs. I'll show you. Yeah.
I don't care. I show everybody. At this point, I don't even care no more. I show everybody everything. I don't even care. It don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's so crazy right now. There's so many shirts being uploaded right now that to try to even copy somebody, usually it's not even really working anymore.
Yeah, for sure. And then most of those guys are like, they're not even in it for like the long run. So
no, they're not. But I will say that I'm not putting that much time into Etsy. And the more I look at the other stuff, I know the money is an MBA, and that's just it is what it is. And I'd rather start hyper focusing right on even just shirts. Like, how do I get this shirt making 3 a day? How do I get this shirt making 4 a day? Adjusting keywords, doing this, changing the listing, adjusting pricing. Like, I'm starting to now hyper focus, more on that because that's just where the money's at. I'm sorry to say. I know we're going to diversify. I get it. We want to do the other pods and Shopify, but the money is there.
So I got a question real quick, Anthony, because I was listening to your discussion the other day and you're talking about your live show with when Kevin, and you were talking about training him training somebody to do your guys' AMS ads. And you guys obviously have a lot of AMS data. Have you guys tried to leverage that to improve your listings, to see what's actually converting for you guys?
AMS data for merch?
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't, bro. I actually talked to Esney about that too. I have like a year's worth of data and search terms that I could probably download and start looking for new ideas and niches just within what people are actually searching on Amazon. And it's something that I got to do. And to be honest with you, I just, we're doing too much.
I know the feeling. We've had this discussion. Like, this is why I'm in the middle of hiring an uploader right now. Like, I just feel like I'm going in 8 different directions all the time with my, my own business, which pays the bills. Merch is a nice little, side hustle for us right now. It's not paying everything. So I have to focus there first and then fit everything else in.
I don't know how a lot of you guys are doing it without the VA.
Well, it won't be for much longer.
It's crazy, bro. I don't know how people are doing 100, 200 uploads a day without a VA. I don't even know. Harrison Caldwell, remember he was at Marcella? I don't even, the guy works full-time, wife, kids. He's up all night till 3 in the morning, banging out uploads, Bo. I don't know how you guys do it. I would lose my fucking mind.
It's at least 6 hours. If you're like in 6K tier and up, at least 6 hours like uploading and all that stuff. I don't know. It's a while.
Bro, I haven't uploaded a shirt since March. Not even one. I'm not even exaggerating. Not even. Thank God we have such great people out there that Kevin's trained, that are loyal, that understand, that get it. But I don't know how you guys do it. I go crazy.
It's crazy because right now my number one shirt that I have going right now on merch, I have it on my Shopify store and it's going pretty well. And it's been averaging like 2 to 5 sales a day, and that's pretty cool.
Facebook ads?
Facebook ads. And I have some Google ads going too as well.
Nice. Did you do you have enough to do the lookalike audience yet?
I actually did my lookalike audience at 100 view content, and it kind of rocked it up. Like, it kind of like pushed it up a little bit. It went to 400 view content. So I'm going to launch some lookalike audiences tonight, and we'll see how that goes.
How many do you need? How many do you need to do a lookalike?
You want to get the best, like data information. You want it up to 1,000, because that's when your pixel for Facebook knows. Because when you do a lookalike audience, you're letting Facebook do all the work for you. Like, literally, You're not touching nothing. You just let Facebook do the work for you, and they're going to go out there and find the same exact people that are similar to view the content. So your cost per click, which means your cost per click goes down. Like, some of my cost per clicks are at 30 cents, and I'm getting add to carts for like 40 cents. And then I'm getting all the customers' information, all their email information, all that stuff. And then I can just, like, I'm building an audience for my shirts, like literally like all my shirts and stuff like that. So like the next holiday comes around, the customer knows, like, this website is gonna have some badass shirts, and I'm gonna buy from them instead of going out.
I think you're doing the right thing, dude. You know, if you look at all the print-on-demand things that are out there, all the sites, you know, nothing is going to come close to Merch by Amazon, right? The only thing that could trump it by 1,000 times is doing your own site and running your own traffic because you're in control.
Yeah.
There's guys like that guy, Justin Cerner, teaches courses. There's people that do 6 figures a month doing Shopify print on demand with Facebook ads. You know, you just got to really learn, be disciplined. My ex-partner, Frank Scott, you at least have a partner who was here. He left about a year and a half ago. He's a full-time police officer. He's almost retired. He was doing the whole Shopify with the AliExpress Shopify thing using Facebook ads. And the first 3 months, he just, you know, was letting them the pixel marinate, you know what I mean? Getting that pixel ready. And then once he hit it right, it just all clicked. Whatever apps he had in the Shopify, the upsell, the downsell app, all that shit, whatever he was doing with the cross-sell, you know, the add-ons. And he started making $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. And he had a run for like 5 months where he was making 6 figures a month for like 5 months with high margins, like 45% profit margins, dude. He's like, dude, these last 5 months, I made more money than I made in my job for the last 5 years straight. I can't fucking believe it. I'm like, I can't believe it either. You were my partner, and now you're not here.
It's crazy, man. There's a couple guys that I see that are doing like Facebook ads are like 7K, 8K a day, and they're doing like 20-25% margins, but that's still good if you combine it with merch and all that other stuff and Etsy. So it just takes time though. So you just gotta build that pixel up for sure. It
takes time. And then when he was doing those kind of numbers, I said, look, how much time are you spending on the Facebook ads portion of this? You know what I mean? He's like, that's everything, bro. I'm spending 5-6 hours. Once you get to that level and you're doing those kind of numbers, he's like, I'm literally spending 5 to 6 hours a day just on Facebook ads alone. Testing images, testing titles, testing creatives, adjusting bids, doing that, doing this, you know, and then you're spending all your time on the advertising part of it. Once you have the product converting, now you're spending time on the ads. That's it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And just, I don't know, it's a gamble though too. You gotta pay attention because you're gonna be spending like $1,000 a month or just a day. You can spend like $1,000 a day in advertisement if you're not careful.
Bro, when we were in the call center business, right? I don't know if you know what we actually did, but we used press one messages, okay? Voice broadcasting. You know, when you got those phone calls, press one now to whatever, right? That's what we did. That was our form of marketing for like 3 years, and we completely crushed it, right? We had 100 people working for us, and that was our form. That was the cheapest possible way. Your cost per acquisition was so low because phone calls are cheap. That's just the cheapest way to get customers. Then we got jammed up. We almost got in trouble. We actually got fined from the Attorney General. We had to stop using that marketing. We went to Facebook ads, and I actually went and found the best guy I could out in Wisconsin. His name is Jason Horning. Have you guys heard of him?
No.
He's a big-time Facebook ads agency guy. I actually flew to Wisconsin for the weekend to go sit with this guy for 3 days because we had a big budget at that time to spend. And I spent $70,000 a month on Facebook ads for 12 months straight with this guy running our entire campaigns. $70,000 a month on ads, plus his fee was $10,000 a month to do it. And he had a team of guys, $10,000 a month just to run the campaigns. Plus, we were spending $70,000 a month to generate the leads. And the cost per lead with the call center, cost per sale was like $20. The cost per sale with a Facebook ad was like $300. And eventually, it almost put us out of business. It just never converted. But you know, like you were just saying, you could spend a lot of money with that shit with Facebook ads if you don't watch it, because they'll just take whatever budget you put in there. They'll find a way to take it and even go over a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got to pay attention to too. It's like, yeah, you got to watch that because like, oh, okay, $100 a day. Here you go. Here's all the traffic you want.
That's what I worry about with AMS though. You know, like Matt, you know, when you got 2,000 campaigns up, even if you're bidding 5 cents, 10 cents, and you got $5 a day on each one, right? And you're like, I'm only spending $7. What about if one day they just change the AMS algorithm and all of a sudden it takes $5 daily budget from every fucking campaign that you have up, which is 2,000 campaigns, and you wake up the next morning and it says you spent $10,000 yesterday.
Yep.
I get afraid of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it all the time. That's why, like, I'm in my AMS dashboard, you know, throughout the day, multiple times during the day, just to see how it's performing, because it's delayed performance. But if you have campaigns that have been running for a long enough period of time, like, you get to see what's happening day by day.
Did we figure out a way to add the variations in yet?
Nope. Nope, I don't think it's possible the way that they set up the new parent ASIN. I don't think you can. I think you're stuck with whatever they decide, and I haven't tested it to see if they're displaying different shirts based upon searches, right? So like if it rolls through the different variations of shirts as every time somebody searches for something. But as far as I can tell, it's pretty much just whatever the shirt is that Amazon thinks is the best one for it.
Yeah, I wonder if that parent ASIN enables is reporting sales on the variations. What about if it is? What about if it is, and we're concerned about something that we shouldn't be concerned about?
Hold on, I'll look at it right now. Like I have an ad that's performing well that should have that data.
Who do we got over here? Lisa Murphy, Lelena, Jacob Topping, the POD master of the universe.
Jacob Topping. Thank you for that. What was it? That little money thing that you sent? I forgot what it's called. What is it called? Money chat? Was it called money chat?
Who, Jacob?
Yeah, he sent some money over.
Jacob's the man. Jacob just teared up.
Nice. You guys keep talking. I'm going to download this real quick because I got to throw it into a spreadsheet to actually look at it.
Yazid says it does. My best-selling shirt changed colors based on sales from AMS. Teresa's saying I don't think so. See, we're not sure. I want to know because we're all talking about it, and maybe it's something that we don't have to worry about, and they're actually rotating the shirts.
Yeah,
I just hate spending money on something and not knowing if it's leading exactly to sales or not.
100%. Well, and I was talking to RJ about this before we went live. Like, I've got a shirt that's firing really, really well right now, right? Like, and I just add more budget to it in sponsored products, and it just keeps selling more and more copies. But according to AMS, like my ACOS is at a slight loss right now, right? Like I'm at like 32% ACOS, but I'm already up over 100 days, like $70 on the day on the shirt. You know what I mean? So like I spent $23 today to make 70. So obviously it doesn't make sense. Like it's missing something because I know it's not all organic.
What's the BSR on the shirt?
31K the last time I looked.
31K, that's good. 31K.
But a lot of
I don't know. I don't know. A 31K should be a good, right? 8 to 15 sales a day.
Yeah, I mean it's been consistently doing like 15, but I mean I'm driving traffic. Like I said, I'm driving traffic to it. Like my result is the top in that niche. For all the sponsored product ads.
You want it? There's also something that I'm doing too as well. So with my Shopify store, I'm putting my Amazon link on my #1 shirt that I'm selling. We're also on Amazon.com too if you want to purchase a shirt here. So they click on that link and it shoots it to my shirt. So I'm driving traffic through Facebook on my website. And if they don't feel comfortable buying it on my website, they can go buy it from Amazon. And yeah, what's making sales on Amazon too as well. But like I said, with the AMS ads, the tracking sucks. It's horrible. It's just, yeah.
What else can we do? What else can we do that could have a huge impact? What kind of low traffic strategy can we test that could bring massive traffic for a low cost to test? Whether it's sending 100,000 email blasts from a data provider, like what can we do to test that can have a major impact? That's what I want to figure out.
I mean, I definitely like what you're doing with Pinterest. That's got me very, very interested, and I like the idea because it's basically all organic. It's upfront cost, right? Like you're spending the money up front to actually get it up there, but once you have it up there, it's up there forever. So
I'm spending $160 a month right now with that.
Right.
I have $160 a month, and I'll give you some stats in a little bit. I'll log into it and see where we're at.
Okay.
Well, I think the best information that I got personally, I think, is from Purdy Merch. When you do the top units sold, that's how I figured out my #1 shirt for Valentine's Day. Of course, I already knew because it was making so many sales, but it tells you like who's like the main interest, like who's buying it the most. And my shirt is a kid's shirt because 136 kids. It was purchased for 136 kids. And then my next shirt is a men's shirt, and it was purchased 47 times for a man. So what I would do was target, you know what I mean? Off of that information. Yeah, off of that information that I got, I would target, let's say, moms with kids, stuff like that. Does that make sense? Because Amazon's giving you all the information right in front of you, but sometimes we overlook that, but it's giving you all the information right in front of you.
Right. You do not get the shirt, the variation or whatever in the reporting. So when you have a conversion, it doesn't tell you what actually sold. It just tells you what the search term was.
Damn.
Yep.
I have an A1 idea to send tons of traffic. I just need someone technical enough to execute it. What's the idea? You don't want to share with us, Samir? We're all friends here.
Samir's my boy. I'll talk to him on the side.
I share everything.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I think Facebook ads is still that's it right there. That's what it is right there. That the lookalike audiences, like you'll get the most traffic from that for sure.
And let me ask you a question, RJ. With Etsy, you're doing pretty good, right? And you've been on Etsy for a while.
I've been on it since I think it was as in November, September, late September or late October.
In October.
Yeah. Now, you know, RJ, excuse me, Etsy gives you the email addresses of the buyers.
Yeah.
Right. So why can't we take the email, if you have enough sales, take the email addresses of the buyers, uploading them to Facebook, make a lookalike audience, put that shirt on Shopify and drive them there.
Yeah. That was one of did I tell you that? Did I mention that to you?
No.
I said it to Matt. I think it was Matt
because
I was like, I have over 300 sales. So that means I
Right.
have 300 emails. So that's very powerful right there. And Etsy will never know because it's on my personal website. So they will never know.
Well, you're not supposed to do that?
I'm pretty sure you can't, but they won't know. They can't find out.
Yeah, because it's lookalike, so it's not like you're actually emailing the actual customers. You're just basing it off of that audience right there.
They give you the email address. You're allowed to use it, right?
Yeah. Well, Amazon don't give you the email address.
I know, man. You imagine if you had that data?
It's over.
Over.
They would have so much competition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They would never give that shit up. You know what they used to do? They used to give phone numbers and they stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
They used to give phone numbers on FBA side, and then they stopped because what was happening is guys like us were like, shit, if we're getting phone numbers, let's call these people, see if they're happy, and ask them to give us a review on the product. So then there was actually call centers that were opening up around the country. Yeah, there was actually call centers that you could hire that were around the country opening up that specifically will call your customers to ask them to give you product reviews. And then people were complaining to Amazon they were getting solicited by third-party sellers, so they took away the phone numbers. Now you don't have that either.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Because I know when you drop ship on Amazon, they give you all the information.
When you drop ship, yeah, but you want those prime. That's what you want. You want the prime.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I want to just Q&A, get some Q&A in here. Got any questions for Anthony?
We're on 45 minutes already?
Yeah, stuff flies, huh?
Damn. Why can't I just make money fucking talking? I'd be so much happier. Time just flies. It's so much easier than doing the work. Damn. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Maybe Gary V can help me out.
Right. I do have a tip that I heard today. I was listening to there's a podcast on Amazon PPC, and they were talking to guys that were doing optimizations for overseas stuff like UK, DE, everything else. And they said they ran a test where they actually adjusted their listing for each of those countries, and they added in a image of the flag for that country for all of their listings. And they said that was like a 10% increase in conversions.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta write that fucking nugget down right here. That's a good one. I didn't even think about that because we just got our listings all
right.
You know, so we just got the shipments on the way in, and they already, they translated the listings for us, bro.
Yeah,
that's amazing that they did that.
100%. That's crazy. I mean, I think but what they said, the way it works is basically what they're doing is you're giving a tie to whatever that particular country is that Amazon's in. So it makes people think that it's like the product is coming from that country.
Yeah, like it's homemade. Meanwhile,
exactly. It's just made in the USA, right?
Meanwhile, it's all coming from China. Little did they know.
Regardless.
Made in China with a Bulgaria flag on it.
Yeah. I heard they're coming in. They're coming in with the questions. Where's the stage? Yeah.
Stefan, you hear that Bulgaria shout out I just gave you, Stefan? I hope you heard that. That was for you, man. That's my man right there. That's my secret assassin right there.
Okay. Any tips for merch descriptions?
Descriptions?
Yeah.
We kind of had this discussion today with some friends of ours. I mean, I think personally for me, the description's all about like a call to action because it's the first thing you see on mobile. So make sure you're doing something that prompts the customer to actually order the freaking shirt. But other than that, like, it's indexed for Google, it's not indexed for Amazon. So, I think it does make sense to have something in there, right? Like, because you want to do everything you can. So if somebody searches Google, your shirt might pop up, but I don't overthink it. Like, I'll generally just take my bullets and maybe bring them in there and have a call to action at the beginning.
And the real question is, though, is why is it not indexed? Why is it there and not indexed? What's the point?
Because you have 1,800 characters to throw it in. So, I mean, I think that's the reason, right? Like Amazon wants you to be able to run sales copy in it and actually describe the product, but they don't want you doing keyword stuffing. It's the same reason they cut the back end on search for you guys on private label listings, where you went from 5,000 terms or 5,000 characters to what, 250 now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, 250.
Yeah.
What the pain in the ass that was to go into 500 listings and go fix all that?
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay. With me, with the descriptions, I really don't even, I do a call to action and that's pretty much it. The VA just does everything else. I really don't.
Yeah, she just copies over a bullet over to the description. That's it.
Yeah, like the bullet points, I think the bullet point and the second bullet point just throw it in the description. Make it easy.
I mean, let's be honest though. Who's reading a description when you're going to buy a fucking shirt?
I think, well, I mean, so here's my thing, right? Like, and this is the same discussion we had with Kristen. Like, even if it's like 0.5%, right? Like, what does it really cost you? You know what I mean? Like, if it's just consistent, you have it set up already, and you already have a system for what you're doing. Like, throw it in there.
I agree with you. I do agree with you there. No one reads that shit. But yeah, if it helps a little bit, if it helps that 0.5%, then fucking do it. If you could just copy it over. Look, Stefan, no one's even reading the bullets. No, nobody reads the bullets. You look at the shirt. If it's a nice design, you buy it. You're not going to read the description and go, you know what? I don't like the way that sounds. You don't care about how it sounds. You care about how it looks. You look at it's it.
It seems like the people with money, they don't go past the second page. They see the first design they like, they buy it. That's another thing too.
That's the thing right there. You
know,
know,
100%. Getting that first page.
How many times do you look at Merch Informer and you look at the top selling shirts and you're like, how is this shitty shirt selling when my 2,000 shirts are that much better? It's because that shirt caught the eyeballs at that time when the guy happened to be looking for something similar. He bought it, it caught on him. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do we get our shirts in front of the eyeballs? And that's all we need to do.
Sure.
Yeah, Yazid just sent you $5, RJ, because he wanted to tell you thank you for teaching everybody about AMS.
You should put that $5 in AMS. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, see what Trey says? It's like 70% of people use mobile to buy, and bullets don't even show on mobile.
I'm about to go buy a coffee tomorrow now.
Hey, Matt, is the product display showing on desktop yet or no?
Not for me. Like I've got emails in with AMS support right now, like going back and forth with them. So they finally reached out to me and said, "Hey, show me some examples." So all right, I got examples. I'll show them to you guys because it's not fucking working. Like it works on mobile, and I have ads that are converting, so I know that it's working, but it's not. I'm not seeing anything on desktop. I don't know anybody that has either. Like I put plenty of feelers out to see. If you see this, do me a favor, take a screenshot of it. I haven't seen anything.
But how do they not know?
That would be my question. Yeah, you would think that would be kind of important. Like it's their product.
I mean, come on. They track everything. How do they not see that they're not getting sales from this, or they're not getting clicks on ads from desktop? You're telling me they don't see that shit? Wouldn't someone say, "Hey, Harry, come here, look at this"? Isn't it weird how no one's clicking on product display? Don't worry about it. No.
Yeah. It's because the fucking left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. That's how Amazon works on everything. I'm sending these responses over to their service center overseas, wherever it is, right? Like, and I always get a response back. Thank you for your email. We're going to forward this to the right person. And I hear back from them 48 hours later, and it's the same fucking thing.
There's young. Your name on YouTube is Retro Aficionado. You sound like a fucking cigar smoker. When did you do that? I never saw that. Retro Aficionado. You sound like a professional cigar, like you really know your Cuban cigars.
Oh man.
We got to talk, young.
I mean, we got Retro Aficionado, we have Merchlister Ho, like
Merchlister Ho.
Oh man.
Shut your Bible and check your text message.
Young's supposed to wants to hang out next week. Did he tell you, Matt?
No, I haven't talked to him. Is he coming down?
I don't know. He's supposed to come down. He wants to go to the casino like the rest of the Asians.
Oh, Jesus.
Here he comes.
Maybe he wants to go get a massage with you, bro.
Ah.
Oh, I got all right.
Angry. Okay. Well, what's the next product you guys think is going to come out?
I'm hoping it's tank tops. That's my hope. I think that's the one that makes sense.
Yeah, tank tops, coffee mugs, or is it the?
I'd take coffee mugs. I'd take coffee mugs too. I just have a hard time seeing them not do something apparel.
Mugs sell, man.
I know. I'm only gonna wear the shirt once. Don't be hating on my shirt. Now, what is that? What is that thing called? On the back of your phone. You put it on the back of your phone. I'm not sure what it is.
You're talking about this thing?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the little pop socket.
There you go.
I know that they're doing those with the brand accounts, the Twitch accounts.
Are they?
Yeah,
they're doing the pop sockets.
Yeah, with the Twitch accounts, all the YouTubers.
It's so small though to put a design on.
Pop socket. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start.
I think mugs would be good. I think mugs would be really good.
Mugs, yeah, mugs would be good.
Unicorn shirt is cool.
No hating on my unicorn shirt. I was hoping no one got out of line tip today. Have to get him in a headlock and body slam him. The unicorn shirt on.
Hey, babe, why don't you come here and say hi? My wife's up here. Come here and say hi. She's doing sit-ups right now. My wife works out every waking minute that she gets. She's doing push-ups, sit-ups, yoga. She's doing fucking standing. She's standing on her head, walking around the apartment on her hands. Come here. Come say hi. She's doing sit-ups right now while I'm doing the show. So I'm one of the big balls. I'm not even kidding. Come, yeah, now you're going to say hi. All right, you're a little red. So what? But no one ever sees you here. Why don't you come say hi?
Hi.
That's RJ. That's Matt.
Yes,
you remember Matt?
Yes, I met you. Very nice to see you.
And then RJ, that was RJ's event out in Marcella that I was at when we were in LA.
Yes, I didn't get to meet you, but nice to see you.
That's not very many people got to meet RJ. He kind of bailed at the end of the conference.
Yeah, he just left. He's like, I gotta go. My ride's leaving.
My ride's leaving.
I got a flat tire.
You did get a flat tire.
I'm not gonna fix it. Yeah. Let's see. Look at now they're checking out your wife.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Let's see. There they go. See, got the views up. Got the views up. Thank you, Anthony. That was what's up right there, baby. Just kidding. Views are definitely going up. I'm gonna put her on the thumbnail.
I should have her come on the videos more often. I'll get some more fucking views myself. Get some more subscribers.
So what's the play for you guys long term, Anthony? Like merch, you think? I hear you talk about it as an 8-figure business for you guys. Like that's the future for you.
Yeah, that's how we treat it. We treat it as if it's going to be an 8-figure business, even if sales are 92 for the week. I don't care. I don't look at that. I just keep on continuing to just put my head down, go to work. Because look, I was saying today on the live show, right? I make $6 to $8 per product sale on FBA, right? We just do a lot of those fucking sales. That's why we're doing over 6 figures a month, and we did 2.2 last year. There's this, to me, it's almost the same thing. It's you're making $4, $5, $6 on a shirt. How do I just sell the same amount of shirts as I do what I sell on FBA? That's it, and there's got to be a way. And the harder we work, we will fucking figure it out. I think
100% you have the right mentality. And I think the reason I brought it up, and I know this is the way you think, is because I want other people to actually think about it the same way. Like, especially people that are brand new on the platform. Like, it's not about making $10,000 in a month. Like $10,000 in a month is awesome, right? Like when you first get on it, but like you talk about it, set your financial thermostat higher. Like realize you're on the infancy of this platform. Like there is so much room for growth. Amazon's going to be the biggest apparel company in the world. And you have the opportunity right now with your account to actually sell direct on Amazon.
That's why we do it the way we do it. That's why when we do something, Kevin, when we start a business or we're involved in a business, Kevin sets it up from the beginning for scale. Yep. Like even the first month, He's like, all right, hold on. Before we start, I have to get this all set up. I have to get the Google Doc set up with the designs and a code name for each design. This way, when we get really big, the designers know to drop them in the folder, and then the VA knows how to organize it. And the ones that drop off, we can resubmit them, and it's all nice and all this sheet and ready. And so everything that we do, it's set up from the beginning so that we can get to $1 million a year, $10 million a year from the beginning. That's why we hired out from the beginning. That's why we're, that's just the way we look at everything. I wouldn't have gotten involved with Merchant by Amazon to make an extra $2,000 a month.
Right, exactly.
I saw the app, I would just do more FBA then, but when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is sick. If we could just sell 1,000, right away, I go, Kev, look at this, man. You make $7 royalty, 30%, 35%. That's as much as our products in FBA. Shit, if we could sell 1,000 shirts a day, we can make $7,000 a day. I make $7,000, 30 days, $200,000 a month. Dude, we can make $200,000 a month. That's immediately how we started talking about it. I'm like, dude, just selling shirts. This is fucking easy. We could do this. You know what I mean? That's right off the bat. That's how I look. I looked at it as, wow, we could make a whole shitload of money doing this, as opposed to, hey, we could do this business and make a couple $1,000s a month. No. Fuck that.
Right. I mean, that's why you guys have a compliance girl that's already, going over your shirts, making sure things get submitted the right way. Like, I just think a lot of people, when they get on the platform, they get distracted by the shiny object, right? Like, let's make $10 tomorrow instead of thinking about the future. Like, all this fucking Philly shirts and dilly and all this other bullshit. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you ever risk your account over that shit?
Yeah, I know. It's walking the line, trying to catch the quick buck. I mean, I find myself questioning stuff too, like I thank God we've been so good. Like we had 6 rejections all time since we started. We've uploaded well over 7,000 shirts since we started. So I know our account's stellar, but there's still time, like even today, like in our little side chat, I posted that thing. Do you think I could use this? You're like, and even though in my gut knew to say no, I want somebody else to say no to. I'm like,
yeah, the fucking answer, like the answer is always like, if you have to ask, the answer already. You know what I mean? Always.
Ken tells me all the time, like, hey, Ken, I got to ask you something. He's like, are you going to show me something that I'm going to say no to? and it's already no. I'm like, yeah, just tell me no. Here, look. He's like, no. I'm like, okay, because I want to do it, but it's so not worth. I don't think that we even really know the magnitude of where this is going to go, but like I always say, when you get involved with something early, you got to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah.
You got to deal with this, the freeze, the throttling. Our BSR's all getting fucked up since the freeze with the evergreens. Like these are the things that come along when you get involved with something early. But then the pros and the advantages of getting in something early is that you got a big head start. If I got an FBA back when FBA first started, whenever that was, right. 2004, who knows where we'd be at right now. So all of us here, everybody on your channel, everybody on the YouTube, we're still in the baby infancy stage of this business. And 5 years from now, when all these other top marketers are jumping on and they're stuck at tier 10 and 25, and RJ's at 25,000 and Matt's at 20,000 and we're at 20,000, we got a huge head start and no one's going to catch us. And we're going to be the top earners. And really, this is Amazon.
Yep.
Amazon. The top earners in FBA are doing upwards of $10 million a year, $20 million a year, right? This Merch by Amazon right now, if you look at the communities and the leaders, we all know who each other is, who each other are, right? Like we are here. We're at the forefront. Merch Maniac, I'm at 20,000. Is that true? Who's that guy? Is he at 20,000?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
He sent me a message earlier. He's like, "Is this guy RJ? Is he at 15,000?" Or I was like, "Nah." I don't think so. I think he's messing with you.
But like I was saying, like we're the foundation. This whole, unlike FBA, Merch by Amazon, our shit's built on the Facebook groups, which is very unique. Most of the community is all built on the Facebook groups, and we're here at the forefront of this. It's fucking exciting. This is Amazon. This isn't a biz op. This isn't an MLM. This isn't a network marketing company. This isn't fucking Arbonne. This is Amazon. You know what I mean? And we're at the forefront of one of the best opportunities that I think that I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of biz ops before, but this ain't going nowhere. And we're lucky enough to be on this ride. We just got to be smart, roll with the punches, and just keep working and grinding it out until we get to we got to get. And that's it.
Yeah. Then also too, like a lot of these trademarks are coming up and they're stupid, man. Like for real, it's like why do you let them like trademark like I don't know. It's frustrating, man. Yeah, it's frustrating. Like, how do you do that? Like, why? It was was it first Easter or bump Easter or something like that?
Yeah,
or,
I saw you posted yesterday.
I was like, what is that? Like, who does that? It does just
I asked, I there's so without mentioning any names, there was something in my group a couple of weeks ago. Someone posted up a shirt and he's like, why did I get rejected? We're like, oh, it's trademarked. And it happened to be, and then I kind of found out that it was somebody from our community that actually owned that trademark. And I hit that person up. I said, hey, man, I said, question for you. I'm like, is this your trademark? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, how much did it cost? Is that $1,100? Was it worth it? He's like, so fucking worth it. He's like, I've been killing it on this phrase since the beginning. I trademarked because I hit it hard. And it was so worth it because anybody that jumps on, I first give them the opportunity and tell them, hey, if you want to license it out under my name, I'll give you the opportunity. But if you don't, you got to get it off. Or if you don't, I'm going to report you. I don't want to fuck up your shit, your account. He's like, so I'm letting you know, either A, take it down, B, license it from me, or C, I'm going to report you. And the guy didn't want to license it. He didn't take it down, got reported, got a rejection. So, I mean, does it make sense to do it sometimes? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, it pisses me off when I see shit like that. You know what? They're trademarking it for a reason, man. They're making money off that term. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it.
For sure. Like, I understand that part too. I don't know, just frustrating. Sometimes.
Very frustrating, man. Very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Let's see. You guys got any questions for Anthony? Any more questions? He's lighting it up for sure. Got this good motivational speaking going on. I like it. Yeah, you make me want to go to the gym. I'd go do some cardio after this, man. I'm just gonna hit that tread. About to hit the Stairmaster.
When are we doing a Jersey merch event?
Let's do it, man. We did one in September. We had like 70 people here. And this is before I met you, Matt. This is when me and RJ just started talking, and it was great. We had a pre-party the night before my office. My dad catered the food. We had fucking mini cannolis we were handing out. Then Jacob was here, and then we had the event the next day, and then the next night we rented out half of a pool hall, half of a billiards hall. Mm-hmm. We all played pool. We drank beers, and the best part about the whole thing, and me and Matt talked about in RJ, is just the relationships and the people that you meet. Because with YouTube and with the content and with you guys and the groups, I mean, there's only so much. It's not like we're gonna come out with all secret shit that we're not telling you guys out in the open. The whole point of it is to come together, and then that's when the magic really happens. So I think if we do it, we're gonna actually do even less content, right, and more networking, collaborations, and maybe do like 9 to 2, 9 to 3, do some content, some workshop style, and just do hang out, go eat, go drink, go talk, and just do more of that. And maybe in a couple of months, I'm down, man. We did the West Coast thing. Let's do the East Coast thing. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm down you guys thaw out, but yeah, I don't feel like being in the snow.
Yeah, you don't want to come here right now. Today we got shit on.
Do it in July. That's like the busiest time for Matt. That's perfect.
Yeah, the busiest time for Matt.
Asshole.
Yeah, we'll do it. NBA shirts, Tony. Is it worth for your top sellers? I don't know if I understand the question.
He's talking about like fulfilled by Amazon, like sending them in there.
You mean FBM, like fulfilled by merchant
fulfilled
to do
by
with
merchant.
Amazon?
You're gonna buy some Kelly Green shirts right now and send them in for St. Patty's Day on FBA. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you mean?
Atlanta edition, Miami edition. Jacob Topping did the Merch Madness tour. He went around the whole country. He drove.
That's crazy.
He was everywhere. Right, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yes, fulfilled by merchant. So I got to tell you, not having that Prime on Amazon is fucking death. It's the more people are just so prone to using Prime now and they want that 2-day shipping. I don't know, man. It's tough, bro. You need that 2-day shipping. I mean, if people shop on Etsy, they know they're going to wait 5 to 7 days or whatever. So they're predisposed to being used to that. People are predisposed to getting that shit in 2 days with Amazon. When they got to wait 5 to 10, I don't know, man. We tried to do it. Hard to get the buy box too. We tried to do it. We uploaded like 500 shirts. I made like 2 measly sales. On top of that, my whole Seller Central was a disaster. because of all the different SKUs that were listed mixed in with my FBA SKUs, because it goes right into your Seller Central and your inventory sheet. It was just messy. It just didn't make sense to me.
I had a buddy that had like 10 hoodies returned to him because he like integrated it with Shopify, and he had like 10 hoodies returned for merchant fulfilled.
And you got to deal with
all a
returns.
mess.
And you got to deal with
Yep.
returns. You know, so I'll probably stay away for a while until I could do seller fulfilled Prime and guaranteed today. You got that Prime button? I'm game. Without that Prime,
yeah, for sure. Let me see. We'll see. You guys got any more questions for Anthony? Anything in here?
I mean, to print locally your top sellers and send to FBA. Now, bro, what am I gonna print? Kids 2, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, women's extra large, medium, small, pink, blue, purple, gray, black. You know what one shirt, you know,
Yeah.
one
That's the thing you don't realize.
yeah, one shirt turns into fucking 50 SKUs.
And then all of a sudden you got like 15 returns, and it's like it's already
50
done.
50 UPCs. Like, no way. You definitely can't. I don't know how anybody does that. I don't know how you can ship in clothing into FBA because of all the different sizing and colors and variations. You know what I mean? Like, that's why.
So I'm not gonna say nothing.
I hope you wouldn't take offense to that. I wasn't coming after you. I was just stating that it's very difficult to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Topping wants to know, all Amazon's orders are free shipping over $25. Who's pricing above $25 to pick up the non-Prime buyers?
Nobody.
That's interesting.
All Amazon orders are free shipping over 25. Yeah, but it's free, but it's still not Prime.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put my number one shirt at $22.99, the standard
Forget
one.
about it.
Tonight. 24.99. Yeah,
Ron Watt. How great is Ron Watt, though?
Ron's awesome.
That's cool. We were in the elevator with them when we got there.
He was stuck.
He was stuck in the elevator because you actually had to scan your little your coat thing to get past like the.
I was with you.
It was funny.
I ran into when I was at the event. I went to the bathroom and I was taking a piss in the bathroom when Ron was in there, and he just turned around. I was like, Anthony, I'm from New York. He's like, I get where you're coming from. I love this guy.
Yeah, he was. My buddy asked him. He's like, "How long you been stuck in this elevator?" I don't know. Probably about like 20 minutes. He's all sweating. He's all sweating. Oh man,
Ron, I got to get you on for a shakedown, bro. You're the kind of character that I like to work with.
Wait on. There we go. That's most Prime. Brandon buys another with a revenue show in the original.
No.
they
won't. You know, in FBA, they do have an other SKU report. Hold on, let me say bye to my wife real quick. Hold on. I know, I'm sorry, baby.
Thank you.
Shh, everybody be quiet so we can hear. Shh. I'm just kidding.
You know what? They have the same brand SKU. I'm just looking at the report right now. They might now actually, Anthony.
What do you mean by that? If that product is sponsored, I don't know.
He's saying if they click through the brand. So say you have an ad, right? And somebody clicks on your shirt and then they click on your brand after that and they buy something from your brand. He's asking if it'll report. They have a column now that says same brand SKU, which I'm assuming is is what you're talking about. Yeah. So it's their reporting's actually gotten a lot better within the last since the beginning of January. So they started adding in some other features.
That's good to know. I didn't know that. Merch Maniac's calling me a perv. Gonna fill up my vape.
It does report. So I have a Chinese New Year shirt in red. Someone bought it in purple. Is that tracking that right there? So look, exactly what he said. Chinese.
Yeah,
New
it's not telling you the variation. It's just telling you the purchase amount. It's telling you what they bought.
They gotta fix this.
But then you can go back to like the merch by Amazon part, and like you can see what colors were purchased, and then you can run AMS ads to those. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you can't with the new parent stuff. You can't choose variations.
Yeah,
it's only with the older shirts.
Interesting.
What percentage of your shirts going in? I don't know.
Well, I have a lot of my so I have a lot of holiday shirts in one campaign, and once that holiday's over, I just turn it off. And if it keeps selling, it keeps selling.
You put automatic campaign and throw a bunch of shirts just all in there?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Are you seeing high A course? Whenever I do that, I see high A courses.
I'm getting a little bit, yeah. I have one that's like spent like $90 and it has like $82 in sales. But it's my number one shirts in there and it's making sales.
You know, whenever I did that, I always had high A courses. And then when I started just doing one shirt per one campaign, that's when I started getting those 2%, 3%, 4% A courses. Whenever I bundled up a couple in an auto, it never worked out well for me. Not never, but it just was a lot higher than I wanted it to be.
Well, when you click on it, you got to kind of dig in and it'll kind of give you the A cost for each one. You get what I'm saying? When you click on it,
you start pausing the ones that are getting clicks with no sales and then try to optimize it, right?
The reporting gets kind of fucked up on the other side, though, if you're trying to use it for, at least from what I've seen. Like, it's hard to tell in the report that you get, like, where the search terms are coming from the different stuff. So unless your stuff's, like, really tightly niched together, you know, like, those search terms are going to be hard to turn into a manual campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. My number one shirt from last year, like I said, I run new ads to it, and it's going pretty good still. Like today, it's like the new one that I just ran was like $7 spent and $59 in sales, and the A cost is at 12%. But it made like today, it made like 8 sales. So I don't know. Like if you see it making sales, just let it run.
Have you guys ever tried doing anything like a press release or any kind of like big email blast to a listing?
No, because you have to have an audience. Like, where are you going to develop the audience?
Like, let's say, for example, you get like one of those $400 press releases that let's say there was something trending. Let's say there was something with Trump.
Sure.
Right. And then you did a press release and you spent the money, though. You did like a $400 press release with one of these like 24/7 press release companies that will put you on Washington Post and do all that. I haven't tried this yet. I just keep thinking of ways that are like big impact stuff. Like that shit will bring in like, you know, thousands and thousands of clicks for one. It's a good test because it's not an ongoing thing, right? You spend $400.
Right, so
one time, drive it to one link. Now, here's the thing. If you get clicks and no conversions, are you going to get buried for that? Right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't know the way. I know the way FBA algorithm works, right? If your conversions are really, really low with a lot of clicks, that's bad. I don't really understand how merch algorithm works because it changes so much, but I'm actually going to fucking test it now that I'm just talking about it. Why not just, you know, let me just do it. You know what I mean? Just do one press release on some trending topic that just happened that you launched that got a couple sales and just drive a couple thousand clicks over to one shirt. See what happens.
Here's my thought on that just real quick when you're talking about trending, right? Like just because I've experienced this, because people are paying so much attention to Trump or whatever, right? Like those shirts go up literally like within like an hour or two after he makes it. So you do a press release, like you're talking 24 hours later it's coming out. Then you got to wait for the morning paper for people to fucking see it. So you're like 2 days behind before the shirt's actually even starting to pop off. So can it make that up? You know what I mean? Because the majority of people that are buying it like right out. They're going to Amazon right away. And then they forget because the news cycle is, you know, it's less than 24 hours now. Like I forget what happened yesterday.
Go ahead, RJ.
I think, well, with like trending as in like if you're looking for something to trend like right away when Trump says something, or you're looking for like, was it Black History Month? Because like I put something up for Black History yesterday and it sold 5 copies today. Like it was like less than 8 hours. And
isn't that amazing?
Because it's trending up. It's going crazy right now. Most of those people don't even know what can't talk about that on here, but yeah.
But you got to think like, okay, that happened, right? That's awesome. So you got to think what me and Matt were talking about before. You got to think that you launched it. Like, why does that happen? Let's think about why that happens. You launched this shirt, right? Mm-hmm. Amazon always gives a new shirt the rotation in the beginning to show to a few eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
You caught probably a good design. You caught somebody's eyeball. They bought it. You caught somebody else's eyeball quickly after that. They bought it. Now that Amazon's like, oh, people like this shirt. Let me show it a little more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then just starts displaying it more. So you caught it. in front of the right eyeballs at the right time. And I think that's how a lot of that stuff happens. I'm just throwing theories out there, but I mean, you got to think about why these things happen. How does that happen? How does a new shirt just get off the bat, just go off the grid like that? How?
See, that's another thing too. Like I see, like who is that shirt directed to? Who's gonna buy this shirt first? Is it like as a man, as a woman? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? And if you understand who that design is gonna sell to, that's very powerful too. With keywords too, with AMS ads, that's very powerful too. And if it's a decent design, they're gonna buy it. Boom, you're already ranked on the first page.
Are you putting AMS on all your new shirts right after they go up?
No.
You waiting for a sale?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Or just waiting for it to like start to trend up. Once it starts trending up a little bit, like St. Patrick's Day, I made sales on that. Like a nurse St. Patrick's Day. Like,
are you cranking on St. Patty's already?
Yeah, I already have some ads up for that already. But I think I only show one sale so far.
Yeah, mine aren't really performing right now either. Yeah. I'm starting to get clicks. I'm starting to get impressions, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I think that right after Valentine's Day is when that's when the focus will start being on St. Patty's Day.
I'm launching Facebook.
What'd you say?
I'm launching Facebook ads already though for St. Patty's Day.
To Shopify.
Yeah, I sold actually a St. Patrick's Day design on my Shopify store or
nice.
on my
That's
personal
good.
brand store today. It was today. It was I think it was a nurse. It was a nurse shirt, and it sold on my Amazon today. And now I'm going to start running some Facebook ads to it, and it's going to build that lookalike audience right away. And then, boom, we'll see what happens.
That's good. Look, Yazid, I made 20 sales already on St. Pat. That's good. That's good. How much did you spend on marketing?
That was my question. Like I know what Yazid spent on marketing, or I have an idea, anyways.
Yeah, but you know what? It might be the right idea.
I'm not saying it's the wrong move at all. Like I'm not knocking it. I'm just curious.
I'm good with a loss leader. You know what I mean? If I'm going to get 20 sales, most of them didn't come from ads, but I am spending lots on ads. I mean, look, if that's what it takes to get in a trend that's very competitive, and you do a loss leader and you spent $500 to get 20 sales, but now that shit is showing a lot on the first pages, and then you catch that fucking slipstream and it starts going off, it's worth it.
Yeah. I just, I put a post out like 2 days ago, basically just kind of giving guys a warning, like to know what they're getting into. Like there's one thing if you understand what you're doing and you're planning on it being a loss leader and you're okay with that, right? Like you set aside a budget, you understand I'm going to spend X amount a day. This is what's going to happen. I have a plan. But when you just walk into AMS and you don't know what you're doing, you're just like, okay, well, I'll spend, 70 cents a click, right? Like it's not going to cost me that much money. Like that shit adds up quick. Like you can blow through a lot of goddamn money. And it becomes real quick. You can blow through $1,000, no problem.
Well, as soon as you're the top bidder.
Yeah.
As soon as you're the top bidder, they're taking that whole budget, whatever you got.
100%. Yeah, and if you're the top bidder, it's getting shown at the top of the page anytime somebody searches for it, so you're going to get clicked on even more.
Listen, let's talk about doing the merch Super Bowl every week. How do we do that?
I think we need something that makes it a little bit more automated in terms of not putting the work on you or whoever's setting it up to actually have to go in and individually tag all the people that got into those squares. It's something that just sends out an email and says, hey, this is what it is, right?
I think we could do it. Why don't we just do a pyramid scheme?
I mean,
let's just do a Ponzi scheme, right? We do a pyramid, right, like this, right? We put 100 people in it, right? And once the pyramid's full, that guy at the top of the pyramid gets 100 sales, and then he goes to the bottom of it, he ponies up again, and then the next guy's up. And we'll just do like a legit Merch by Amazon Ponzi scheme. I hope Merch by Amazon's not watching this right now.
Yeah, we're all gonna get kicked out.
But no, I'm definitely down for us to do like some basketball ones. That'll be fun. Like we'll have a nice little sweat, do it once a week or whatever. Get to watch the game, create some community. We'll all be watching the game, going crazy. Like I mean, I don't know how big a sports bettor you are. Like I know you play some of these Survivor games, but there's nothing more fun than having a bunch of friends that are in the same game as you.
Could you imagine doing it for like basketball where the score changes every
crazy.
seconds?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's insane. Like that would be because here's the thing, it'd actually be more fun, right? Because like in football, like you can get eliminated. Like your numbers might suck. You're nowhere close to the number, right? So like you just stop watching. In basketball, like it can change like that.
Maybe we could do a FanDuel Merch by Amazon edition, right? We'll do FanDuel 100K tournaments. We'll have like 10,000 people join. You get 10,000 sales on one shirt. Why don't we do that? Let's go big if we're gonna do it. Let's go DraftKings.
Hey man, 10x.
Oh man.
Or we could go curling. We could do it on curling, right, Jacob? Canada's big on curling, right, Jacob? You guys are big curling fans, right? I sold a couple Canadian curling shirts. You know what's weird? I did a whole shitload of winter sports, winter Olympic shirts designs, right? And I did a lot of different country sports, speed skating, skiing, and the majority of my sales are fucking curling. Curling, out of all of them. I'm thinking I'm going to be selling figure skating. I'm going to be selling the hockey ones, the skiing ones. I keep selling fucking curling. That's all I keep selling is curling.
I mean,
you were launching those ads, the product display ads over there at the Marcella event.
Yeah, you saw.
Yeah, you showed me. You're like, I'm gonna target this shirt right there, and I was on 2018 USA. And I was like, oh, he must have got some winter sports up or something.
See, Canadians are big with curling, man. I didn't know. Is that why? Because it's funny.
This is talking about weightlifting, right? The Olympic, like
no curling.
It's
you know curling. What do you call it, with the rock? You know, with the when they push
RJ doesn't know what ice is, first of all, bro. Like he has no idea. He lives in Banning.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to. I hope you guys can see this over here. Hold on. I'm gonna show you a video that I made here.
He's gonna show us a video on a video.
I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. This is important. This is curling. Oh, can you guys see this right here? All right. Hold on. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, let me see if you could hear.
This is gonna blow RJ's mind.
So excited! Yeah! Sweep the leg! Sweep the leg!
Oh,
your battery.
The ring! Get the rock in the ring! Come on!
that's usually how I watch when I watch curling. That's usually how I act when I watch curling.
You watch that too?
I get really excited when I watch curling. It's exciting sport.
Are you being serious right now?
Me? No. I made that video. My friends were all having an argument, and we were on a text message. I was like, "Why don't you guys just relax and watch some curling?" I'm like, "Look, just watch curling like I do." And I sent them that video. Like, yeah, it's real fucking relaxing.
Oh man! So that's curling right there.
That's curling. Have you seen that before with the Rock?
I think probably, but like a long time ago.
Are you a sports fan?
A little bit, but I haven't been paying attention to nothing but this.
But business. You know what? I can't say anything about. I can't say anything bad about that. You know what I've been doing? I've been trying to do, and June's been recording it. I've been doing this thing right here. Right, I found this with my kids.
Hold on.
You ever see these things? These little fucking things, right? So what I've been doing is, right, when I get a solicitor telemarketer call me, right, he'll come over with the camera and he'll record it, but I'll be talking to the telemarketer with this guy right here. And we're making like a whole prank call playlist with this guy talking to the telemarketer. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? This is Frank Rizzo. You're gonna see it. It's fucking funny. We have like 10 of them already. We're gonna launch them like all in one shot.
Oh man, that was good. That was good.
Back to business.
So in case you guys are wondering why it's worth it to go to one of these like Marcello events or whatever, like these are the opportunities you have. You have the opportunity to meet somebody like Anthony or like some other awesome people that we met, Harrison, Kristen, Amanda, like, you know, across the board. Like, and we have relationships now because we met, you know what I mean? Like I talk to Anthony almost every freaking day now.
That's right. You know, you got to have fun, man. You got to have fun. You know, I'm fortunate enough that we have my whole team here in an office. So I'm with people every day. You guys see the videos, the AM pre-hustles. We're breaking balls. We're laughing all day, but we're also getting shit done at the same time. And I know a lot of people work by themselves at home. And it's tough. you're by yourself, you're trying to do keyword research, you're miserable, you're grinding it. You know, when you're with people and you start having good energy and you feed off each other's energy, it just makes business fun as opposed to just business trying to make money. And you know what, you got to fucking have fun and like what you do, and you got to break balls and, you know, do whatever you can to just, you know, I'm so happy that all the groups are now coming together and we're all talking and hanging out. No one's against nobody. We're all just here for the same goal. And it's really something special. I do got to say, the whole group community, I never expected it to be a year ago what it is now. And, you know, it's awesome. And I'm grateful for the communities and the Facebook groups. I would have never thought I would ever say that. You know what? That's all I do. I don't go on Facebook. I don't look at my feed, my regular feed. I'm in my group talking to people, helping people, supporting, laughing. You know, it's fucking great. I love it.
For sure. Why don't you give a quick plug for your Merchinator too?
Yeah, so you know, you guys probably know because I talk about it all the time. You see my commercials, but yeah, you know, Merchinator is a really cool tool. It also gives you access to our private group, Merch Empire Inside Edition. It's a filtering tool. These guys have a affiliate link if you want to take a look at it. It's just a quick, easy way just to put filters, vintage filters, and different filters on your designs. Crank them out. Even if you're a designer, you could do it yourself on Photoshop. It literally takes like 3 seconds to get them done. It's worth it even just to have like a $10 account to get 100 conversions and then get access to the private group. We're doing a private group live stream tomorrow with Matt. We're doing live product display ad training in the morning. So we're going to be doing more of that on Thursdays.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Also, too, guys, I'll put a link in the description after this video too if you guys want to come in and check it out. So I heard a lot of good feedback about it. I haven't used it personally. When you first launched it, I was just on my grind doing my thing. So,
hey, well, it's you know what it is? It's not something that people are looking for, right? People are looking for keyword tools. How do I upload faster? How do I edit prices faster? It's not like people are like, hey, where do I find a fucking tool where I can put filters? It's something that's just different and new. So, you know, we're just going to keep building it. And so far, everybody that jumps on it always say, dude, you know what? It's always the same thing. Like you just said, RJ, hey, man, you know, I never checked this out. I got it now, but this thing's actually pretty fucking cool. This is great. And that's the good feedback we're getting, which is really, really great about it. So, you know, we're not software guys by any means. Kevin just talked about it one day. We have a guy that used to work for us, very talented developer. We said, hey, man, you want to work on a project with us? We think we can push that to the community. And he built it, you know, because we've never really built software like that before. So, and I didn't build shit. He built it, and we're using it, and we use it for ourselves.
For a guy that wasn't really like a software guy, because you kind of told me the backstory on the guy, I'm actually really impressed. Like the back end, the dashboard, everything else, like it works. Like it's not like just something cheap thrown together. So I saw somebody make a little shout out in the chat asking about is there something that's going to allow us to upload to multiple PODs, some software that's coming out. So just to give you a heads up, we're in the process of testing it out right now. It's in beta. We just got started on the platform, but it looks promising. So it looks really exciting. You can upload to Redbubble, Teespring, Cafe Press, and Spreadshirt all at once. And it just does it automatically in the background. It takes care of your tags, descriptions, everything. So I think it's going to be a game changer for us.
I think so too.
Yeah. Like,
you know?
if it does its work like it's supposed to, guys, everybody, I'll show you guys how to make a quick $2,000 in 1 month like nothing. So I'll upload to all the platforms. I'm already doing good numbers on merch as it is. Now, if I upload to all the other different PODs, most likely, like within 1 month or 2 months, I should have another 2K in profit coming from the other platforms if it's supposed to do what it says. So we'll see.
Ron, Anthony, make your own pretty merch extension, but make it Jersey. I'm going to do that. That's a good. I'm going to make it Jersey merch extension.
Yeah, it's going to curse at you every time you get a sale. You got a fucking sale.
So I get bing. It's like, oh, you got a sale.
Yeah,
you're like, bada bing, you got a sale. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, and well, on that, also too on that demo with the thing, with that program, I guess within less than 5 minutes, it's supposed to upload to 13,000 products less than 5 minutes on 4 different PODs. So that's gonna be that's a game changer right there. I think it's I think that it's
some kind of limited API call, if I'm not mistaken, where you could only they figured out, from what I understand, that they figured out when the API will cut off, right, Matt? So like that Cafe Press, you could upload whatever 50, 100 a day, Spreadshirt, whatever it is, and that's it for the day. But it doesn't automatic either way. I'm not going to spend time uploading on all those fucking pods. Exactly. But if I could turn something on and put them on there, I love tools like this. To me, this is a fucking 10x tool because I'll never do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's I know me and RJ have largely ignored the rest of those platforms. We played around a little bit on Redbubble just because it's such a pain in the ass to do all the work to upload all that stuff.
It is, man. It is. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, and that was crazy. Like how he showed us like how that tool is like. I was like, wow. That's a game changer for sure. That's an easy $1,000 a month for sure.
Yeah, me, RJ, and Matt are the ones that are beta testing the tool right now. That's what we're talking about, and we were fucking around with it last night. Hopefully, it'll be ready to go in a couple of days, and then we'll, if it's good and we stand behind it, I'm more than happy to share it with everybody and make some affiliate commissions on it too. Shit.
Yeah, he just sent me a message right now. Said something about the software is good to go or something like that.
All right, cool.
So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all right. Is that everything, guys?
That's everything. We went for like an hour and a half, so I think this is the longest show we've ever done.
Yeah, hey, stand over 70 people watching it, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
I was going to ask you guys how long you do the shows for usually.
We try for an hour, but it always goes long.
We should do what are they doing when they doing Anchorman 2? What was it, Anchorman 2, when they did the first 24-hour news network?
The 24 hours of merch.
Will be the first 24-hour merch network. We're just on here 24 hours a day. Because these guys, that's all they do is work all fucking day on merch anyway.
That is what we do.
All right. Well, all right, guys. So that's gonna be everything for the night. Anthony, appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime, brother. I enjoyed it.
Yep. Okay. Have a good night, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you.